Family photos are the only snaps Melissa Flanagan can take at the moment.
Smile, Jack.
The future of her bridal and portrait photography business isn't yet in focus.
We've got clients that are very hesitant to book and they don't want to be making decisions that are 6 to 12 months down the track.
Her family is currently existing on weekly $750 COVID-19 disaster payments. It's a situation the government hopes will change when the lockdown ends, expecting a strong economic bounce back similar to when restrictions were rolled back last year.
There'll be a lot of pent-up demand, a lot of people wanting to access hospitality services, for example. I think when the pubs reopen, there'll be plenty of people wanting to go for a beer.
But Melissa's not quite so confident.
It's completely irrelevant to our industry. We won't have people planning or having confidence in being able to plan events, plan weddings, until we know for sure there's going to be no more lockdowns.
Workers in industries like hospitality too aren't so sure it'll be business as usual.
I don't think anybody's hours will be the same when we go back, working in such a sort of rocky industry like hospitality, particularly at the place I work. Our hours are completely contingent on how many patrons we have at any given point.
August labour force figures released today show the ACT has the second lowest unemployment rate in the country, with the jobless rate falling to 3.5%, second only to Tasmania. But the lockdown will likely change that in the next set of figures, particularly with the absence of JobKeeper.
JobKeeper kept the worker attached to the business. That was one of the strengths of that program. What you see now is that in order for a worker, an employee, to be eligible for the Commonwealth disaster payments, they have to have been stood down effectively.
The opposition says the lack of a clear date for the rollback of restrictions to allow businesses to plan is just one of the concerns.
It's not just the jobs that are going now, but it's the skills that are leaving the sector. And if the skills leave the sector, it will be extremely difficult to entice them back.
The government say they'll be able to provide more clarity about when restrictions might be rolled back on or around the next scheduled checkpoint in 2 weeks' time. Meanwhile, they've unveiled a $26 million support package for Canberra's most vulnerable, including $8.6 million for services, including homelessness, $4 million to increase the community sector indexation rate on grants, and $3.5 million for volunteers working to improve the capital's environment. Measures that should help those who are struggling hold on until things turn around.
It is possible that at a press conference in 6 months' time, you'll be back asking me where we're going to get the workers we need for hospitality and tourism.
Those currently out of work will be hoping that question can be asked sooner than that. Harry Frost, ABC News, Canberra.